Hey Blades fans, welcome to Hertz Arena and another Florida Everblades pregame show. I'm Hannah Jo Groves alongside Jake Maurice. Jake, our Blades are coming off a perfect road trip. They played the Savannah Ghost Pirates in the series, but that last game, it was a little dicey. Happy casino night also. But in the first 2 minutes of the game, the Ghost Pirates went up 2-0. But the Blades got back on track. They really put their pedal to the metal, and they won the game 3-2. So tell me what you're liking from the Blades.
Well, on that trip, they handled business against teams lower than them in the standings to pick up 8 valuable points, and their defensive game in particular was super strong. They crushed Greenville 5-1, followed it up with a game where they stayed with the Ghost Pirates. Every time Savannah went out front, Florida responded and won in overtime. And then that last game, I mean, only the second time all season a team has been held shotless for an entire period. Florida kept the Ghost Pirates completely away from Cam Johnson. He might as well have been up in the stands. Didn't matter. He was not challenged whatsoever in that second period. Just an all-around amazing defensive display of hockey for 40 of the minutes in that game for a win that was not nearly as close as what the 3-2 score said. And
Cam Johnson, he is number 33. And he just notched his 33rd victory this season, a league-leading number there. Tell me where he's thriving this season.
Well, I mean, he's getting a lot of help from the defense, which certainly makes his job easier, but he's just always so confident. His preparation is second to no goaltender in this league, and he truly believes he can save every puck. And I know that kind of sounds a little bit wishy-washy, but for a goaltender, that sort of confidence is so important that no matter what, even if it's a cross-seam pass where the net's wide open and you really should never make that save, he fully believes, yep, I got this.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll make this save. And it shows up in every way he handles the puck behind the net. He's always making smart decisions with how he fields pucks coming towards him. His rebound control, just everything this year has been elevated past the high level it was already at, and it's been so much fun to watch.
Yeah, you don't even need to talk to him to kind of feel the confidence that he exudes, especially on the ice. So now on the offensive side of the puck, we've got Carson Gusevich. He's just been on fire. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Yeah, 8-game point streak, 5 goals in his last 3 games. He's not a guy, though, who relies on hot streaks to contribute, right? He's always a good physical presence. He's all over the ice in a positive way. But just over this last streak, he goes to the net, he gets the puck, he puts it in. He's able to use his big frame to box out guys in front to get that inside positioning he needs to make those kind of plays. And he's also got a pretty good shot for when he gets set up with space. So he's a guy who can score from multiple different spots.
Oh, yeah.
And he's playing with some talented line mates who he can set up if they're not setting him up, which has helped him pick up the longest point streak by any player this season for the Blades.
He's become so consistent that I can feel the Blades get excited just when he gets the puck in general.
Yeah, honestly.
They know he's going to create something, so he's become so exciting to watch. All right, so tonight, the Jacksonville Icemen. We're not starting a series. We're just doing a one-game stand tonight. Why is this one important, Jake?
Well, so right now the Blades are 9 points ahead of Jacksonville, which I know that seems like a lot, but you never know, right? You're not locked in until you're locked in. What the Blades are trying to lock in now after clinching a playoff spot is home ice for the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, Florida needs 10 points, either them getting 10 points or Jacksonville losing 10 points to clinch home ice. And this is the last time they get to play Jacksonville this year, so it's a big 6-point swing or 4-point swing for this game. If Jacksonville were to win, then all of a sudden maybe there's a potential for them to go on a run and steal away those games 1 and 2 for the playoffs. We want games 1 and 2 here at Hertz Arena. We know the vibe, the atmosphere that brings, the energy to start the playoffs. So for Florida, it's an important matchup. And also, outside of that, we're 3 points behind the South Carolina Stingrays right now with a game in hand. This is that game in hand of trying to chase them down for the top spot in the division and the league. You need these points, and this and the 2 games against Toledo coming up later this week are the big tests for the regular season for the Blades.
It's a big weekend that we're coming up on. All right, so for tonight's game, Jake, give us the direct effect marketing 3 keys of the game.
Well, the Everblades PK has got to be really strong tonight. Jacksonville has the 2nd best road power play in the league, operating at just a little over 25% efficiency. So Florida's really got to be ready when down a man tonight. It's going to be a physical game. It's a South Division matchup between 2 teams that are playoff bound, 2 teams that if the playoffs started right now would face each other in the opening round. And, you know, Florida's knocked out Jacksonville each of the last 3 seasons. Jacksonville wants to reverse that. They're going to be ready for this one tonight. And then finally, Florida's going to be looking for a bit of a stronger start. The one thing that kind of, you mentioned it a little bit with that Savannah game, that really was a point of consternation for the Blades was their starts. Only 1 first period goal through those 4 games. The Everblades need to correct that, and yes, it is great that they get better as the game goes along, but at some point, 40-minute hockey is games are going to burn you when you need 60 minutes in the playoffs.
That's such a good point. Yeah, the Blades need to come out hot. Hopefully they will today. Blades fans, next up, warm-ups, and then it's the Jacksonville Icemen versus your Florida Everblades. We can't wait.